Okay, do you need a copywriting portfolio? You're looking to get started in copywriting. Do you need a copywriting portfolio? I got this question from one of my subscribers. Basically, John, he asked, how do I build my first portfolio in copywriting? And I would say that having a portfolio is really overrated. Yes, you need to be able to write, but even something like a cover letter can be proof that you can write, or your email that you send to a potential client can be proof that you can write. Any kind of communication that you're putting out there is proof that you can write. And when you think about this in terms of, oh, how do I build this copywriting portfolio? I think one of the dangers that you could run into is that you create this like fake copywriting portfolio, and the fake copywriting portfolio doesn't represent anything that actually was tested in the market, anything that was actually like refined to actually go through the process of being published, anything like that. Like it's just, you made some stuff up and you created this fake copywriting portfolio just because you felt like, oh, if I'm going to try and go out and get copywriting clients, I need a portfolio. No, you're much better off saying, hey, I'm brand new to copywriting, and I think that I could actually help you. And I have attached just kind of the beginning of a example of how I might write some emails for you. Or I have written a headline and lead that I think would be a great start to a sales letter. Or, whatever it is, like, you are far better off looking at what your prospective client is doing and reaching out to them with something that you have written specifically to represent how you would tackle the marketing challenge, the copywriting challenge with them. So here's a headline and lead that I wrote for this product that you have out there. And a lot of times when I was getting clients very early on in my copywriting career, I would do things like that. Now, you may recognize this as a spec challenge, but I didn't wait for a client to put out a spec challenge. I just wrote something that I thought was representative of the type of marketing that would work for them, and I sent it to them. And that got me the gig. When I got my first marketing job, I got the job in large part because I wrote a cover letter. And a big part of that job was copywriting. Like all of these are opportunities to show your copywriting ability, to counter the objection of, oh, this person doesn't have any experience, to, just demonstrate your persuasive ability without actually like trying to make up a copywriting portfolio. So my first recommendation is to not be so attached to the idea of needing a portfolio. Now, I recognize that will exclude you from certain clients. There will be some who just refuse to work with any potential copywriter. But the reality is, if you make up a portfolio, or you just, I don't know what you would do to try and put it together, with the exception of just going out and getting clients. If you cobble together whatever this portfolio is that represents the portfolio that you can make before you go out there and get clients, the clients that want a portfolio are not going to hire you based on whatever that portfolio is. And so again, like, go out there and offer to solve marketing problems. Go out there and do a pre-test. Your job is to like de-risk this idea of working with you as a copywriter, and a portfolio may de-risk you potentially. Although I will note that in hiring copywriters, you're never quite sure how much that copywriter did and how much the entire team around them did to make that promote what the final product was. There are some copywriters who put things in their portfolio where it's been rewritten significantly based on working with a copy chief or marketing supervisor or something. So, you can certainly go out there, you do this, you proactively approach potential clients and you say, I don't have a portfolio, but I would love to work with you. Here's an example of what I'm thinking as far as how I could contribute in terms of copy. And that's great. That is wildly effective. I've known many copywriters who have gotten their start in copywriting by doing something like that. Alternatively, and I don't like this approach very much because it's easy to get stuck in this rut. You can, if you really feel like you need to build a copywriting portfolio, you can put yourself on the various freelance job sites. You can put yourself out there and you can say, I'm looking to build a portfolio. So I'm going to take jobs here for now. And the whole idea behind doing that is to just get some momentum, to just get some samples, to just get going, right? To start writing copy for clients that actually goes out into the marketplace. And if your goal is to build a portfolio here, you don't necessarily have to get paid a ton for this work. You should still get paid a fair amount, but you're not going to get rich working off the freelance job sites. But it is a great place where, if you feel like it's absolutely necessary for you to build a portfolio, you can absolutely do it there. So again, my number one recommendation is to go out and create something that is representative of your writing as you would do it for a particular client and send that targeted to that client in particular. That is by far my most effective way, even when I didn't have a portfolio, to do that. Sometimes that opportunity is presented in the form of a spec challenge. Sometimes you have to go out and just approach the clients without them asking for it. But either way, doing that is great. Alternatively, any writing that you send to a potential client does kind of represent a portfolio of sorts, which is worth remembering when you dash off an email to a client and you write it like you're writing to a friend who you would talk to outside of a work environment, where you are, abbreviating everything and misspelling things and having incoherent sentences and whatever. Like, that represents you. That is your copywriting portfolio. Even if you have a huge portfolio attached, even if you link them to a Google Drive full of amazing copy, if your email that you send them is a terrible representation of you as a writer, then you are not going to get hired. And then kind of my last recommendation, again, is you can go to the freelance job sites with the intention of building a portfolio so that you can move off the freelance job sites in the end. So those are my thoughts. I don't know. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have contrary experience? How valuable did you find this lesson? Leave a comment below. Let me know any of that, including on a scale of 1 to 10. Let me know how valuable you found this and why. What was your takeaway? And again, you could find it 10 out of 10 valuable, but still disagree with me and still have insight for other viewers as far as how they can go about solving this challenge. Whatever your solution looks like. So leave that comment below. Click the like button before you go so you get more content like this delivered to you. Also, so the magical algorithms of the internet know to share it with people like you in the future. If you have somebody in your life who is getting into copywriting and you'd like to share this with them, you can certainly share it directly. And before you go, subscribe. Subscribe here. You can also go to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com to get my daily emails for marketers, copywriters, business builders, entrepreneurs, and more. Again, my name is Roy Furr. This has been a video issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. I always hope for 10 out of 10 value. I hope I've delivered it here, and I look forward to seeing you again in your next video. See you soon. Bye.